Welcome to the case studies on Disney. This will be a short case study on how this brand, Disney, became such a global success and still improving as we talk every second. Well, coming on to the history of the Disney, it was created in 1923 by Walt Disney and Roy Disney. And as per Walt Disney once quoted, I am interested in entertaining people, in bringing pleasure, particularly laughter, to others, rather than being concerned with expressing myself with obscure creative impression. Although over the years the Walt Disney Company has grown into the worldwide phenomena that today includes theme parks, feature films, television networks, theaters, consumer products, and growing online presence, but still, the core brand mantra of the Disney is still the same, which is fun, family, and entertainment. Well, in the first 2 decades of the Disney, it was struggling, but later it introduced Mickey Mouse, who went on to become the most famous character. Few believed in Disney's vision at that time, but the smashing success of the cartoons like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs in 1937 also led to the animated classic throughout 1940, 50, 60, introducing Bambi, Cinderella, Peter Pan, etc., etc. Well, as we see, the five business segments of Disney are its studio entertainment, consumer products, interactive sessions, media network, and parks and resorts. Well, we can see the media networks has now become the massive part of the Disney, but earlier it was a parks and resort who nowadays are losing its part. Now coming on to the challenges that the Disney face nowadays. Well, as we see, the biggest challenge for Disney right now is to maintain its 90-year-old heritage and yet innovate, which clearly means that Disney has to keep its heritage on which the core customers are based, although it has to innovate to introduce new customers to it. Well, coming on to its current status, according to the internal studies, Disney estimates that consumers spend 13 billion hours immersed with Disney brand each year. Consumers around the world spend 100 billion hours watching programs on Disney Channel, 800 million hours at Disney resorts and theme parks, and 1.2 billion hours watching a Disney movie at home, in theaters, or on a computer. Today, Disney is the 13th most powerful brand in the world, and its revenue topped 45 billion in 2013. Now coming on to the SWOT analysis that will configure Disney's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats in the near future. Now coming on to its strength lies in its strong branding that it established over the years, its diversity in product which it is now innovating every day, and its continued global growth. Now we can see that its innovation has introduced new customers to it, which helps in its growth every day. Coming on to the weaknesses of the brand. Company is missing out on the online market as all the presence is offline. Today's children prefer staying online rather than going out in the real world. Secondly, limited target audience. Children are the biggest influencer in the adult life, however, they are not the revenue drivers. Thirdly, character development is slow. Today, there are very few characters which are generating revenues equal to Mickey Mouse or Donald Duck. The opportunities of this brand would be extend Disney's presence to the developing countries. The Disney Store needs to increase its presence and at the same time bring Disneyland to India. This is of course a personal wish by the Indians, but the market is ready for an adventure such as Disneyland. With the location being in the right place, we are sure that a country like India with a billion of people will lap Disney and quickly. Just in India, there are many other developing countries where Disneyland can improve its presence. Coming on to the threats, that there are a lot of theme park competition for Disneyland. Secondly, the increase in trade barriers and new substitute products by the competitors. Now let us move to the case questions. First question, how does Disney connect to its core consumers? Disney communicates their views proposition to its consumers in a clear manner. Disney's strategy is to create positive experience for its secondary guests, such as mother of the kids, as they extend a great deal of influence on their core customers. Coming on to the second question, what are the risks and the benefits of expanding the Disney brand in new ways, such as video games or superheroes? Well, the benefits of the brand expansion is number one, it helps in innovating the brand's products. Secondly, helps in staying relevant to the current consumer market. Thirdly, generation of extra revenue and market shares. And finally, the consumer now see using Disney products as a part of their daily lifestyle. Well, coming on to its risk, see, Disney's heritage and value might be at stake, and its value and quality may change over the expansion. So finally, before concluding the summary, we saw the history of the brand, its brand mantra, brand portfolios, the brand segmentations on which the brand has been divided, the challenges ahead, its current status, SWOT analysis, and the case into questions. This was a presentation made by Aditya Thakur, IIT Bombay, during the marketing internship under the guidance of Professor Sameer Mathur. Thank you.